Tarun Gogoi, ex-Chief Minister of Assam, Congress old-timer who took risks and won the state for 15 years. He was Chief Minister, died of post-COVID complications. He was 86 years old. He was mourned from the Prime Minister to Rahul Gandhi to the Chief Minister, Sarbanan Sonowal, who actually cut short a trip to come back, saying it was the end of an era. So really mourned across Assam and by political leaders across the spectrum. Mr. Gogoi will be given a state funeral on the 26th of November.
The statesman-politician who changed the face of Assam from a hotbed of insurgency to a land of opportunities, Mr. Tarun Gogoi is no more. The congressman, who was 86, is survived by his wife, Dolly Gogoi, daughter Chandrima, and son, Gaurav. Twice Union Minister and a 6th-term MP, Mr. Tarun Gogoi returned from Delhi to politics in his home state in 2001, charged with leading the Congress in the Assam Assembly polls against the powerful AGP government of Prafulla Kumar Mahanto. At that time, no one gave Mr. Gogoi a chance, but he pulled it off, leading Congress to victory. The first-time Chief Minister took charge of the state at a very difficult time. Insurgency at its peak, brutal killings frequent, development at a standstill, and coffers drained. Mr. Gogoi changed all that in the 15 years he was in power, crushing insurgency and putting the wheels of economy back on track. There were occasional eruptions, like the ethnic clashes in Kokrajhar of 2012. Mr. Gogoi dealt with them with an iron hand. In 2010, corporate India came calling on Assam, led by Ratan Tata. Many of India Inc. stayed on in the state. By 2016, Assam was holding the all-important South Asian Games. Born in 1936 to Usha and Kamaleshwar Gogoi, Tarun Gogoi grew up in a tea garden at Jorhat district, where his father was a doctor. Gogoi trained to be a lawyer, but practiced only briefly before taking the political plunge. He was handpicked by Indira Gandhi to lead the Youth Congress in 1971 and later grew to be a close confidant of Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. The undisputed leader of Congress in Assam, in fact the region, the party stood solidly by Mr. Gogoi when Congressman Himanta Biswa Sarma rebelled in 2015 against his son Gaurav's debut in politics. BJP's historic victory in the 2016 Assam polls saw Gogoi's exit as Chief Minister, but he remained a blunt, straightforward politician, questioning the government from the opposition benches until COVID-19. Admitted to hospital with COVID on 25th August, Mr. Gogoi fought back against the virus and comorbidities. But just days after his discharge from hospital end October, he had to be readmitted. Today, this never-say-die leader has breathed his last.